This is the second part of this story. In the previous part, we saw that Keitei's and Shinozaki's relationship had started the initial steps. In this part, Hayakawa was going and thinking that she hoped nobody could see her in that cosplay event. Suddenly Chihiro was in the way. He greeted her and she said she wasn't Hayakawa. But she called him manager, and he said, "I know you are Hayakawa." She was nervous that he would tease her about wearing that cosplay. But when he opened his mouth, he was obsessed with her costume and complimented her that she was looking cute. When she heard it, she was silent and shy. He started explaining the meaning. But she told him to keep it a secret between them, only between them. He agreed to it and again started complimenting her costume with warm phrases, and she was just embarrassed and shy. At home, she was writing a comic, but she was lacking focus because she was thinking about the incident that happened in the morning. In the office, Shinozaki was talking with Keitei on some documents when he saw Hayakawa. He asked if she was alright. She said she was just a little deprived of sleep, and Keitei suggested she start counting cats when she wanted to sleep. Suddenly Chihiro came and Hayakawa was shocked, but he politely asked her if she could join him for dinner tonight. She got vicious thoughts but agreed. Keitei and Shinozaki were staring at them and Keitei was teasing them. Now Hayakawa was getting ready and she thought that it was totally okay if someone's boss or manager asked her to go out for dinner. Now Chihiro was waiting for her, and when she came she was about to fall, but he caught her and she got shy. He asked her if she still remembers her first day when he helped her. She said yes. Now in the restaurant Chihiro was only talking about business stuff. She asked him if he had to say something important. He started saying, and she thought that he was going to propose to her or would confess his love. She was nervous and excited, but he asked her to accompany him in the next cosplay event. He wanted to take some of her pictures in the cosplay, but she said you could also go with someone else. But he said she was the one who made him feel cute about cosplays, and she was thinking about how straightforwardly he can say things like that. She agreed and told him to keep it a secret in all circumstances. The next day in the office she asked Shinozaki for lunch. Chihiro was staring at them and Keitei teased him if he was interested to know what was happening. But Chihiro said he was thinking about which couple he would support, Shinozaki and Hayakawa or Keitei and Shinozaki. Keitei said there wasn't anything like that and thought naughty about Chihiro and Hayakawa. But Chihiro again thought lusty about Keitei and Hayakawa. During the lunch break, Hayakawa told Shinozaki that Chihiro knows about her anime writing hobby, but inside she was thinking about cosplay stuff and her naughty feelings about Chihiro. Suddenly Chihiro and Keitei came and asked to join. Keitei sat with Hayakawa and Chihiro was still thinking about their relationship and patted Shinozaki's shoulder. Chihiro asked about BL, boys love, in animations, and she got shy about it. The next day in the office Keitei scared Shinozaki because it was Halloween. She asked for a trick or treat, but he didn't have anything. So she offered him her, but she didn't let him take one till he also asked trick or treat. Now in the canteen, they were enjoying their sweets and Shinozaki asked her to eat a chocolate. She opened her mouth, and when he was about to feed her she took it from his hands and said time is over. He was sad about missing his chance. Keitei's face was all red. Suddenly Hayakawa and Chihiro came and she kissed Hayakawa. Chihiro started clicking her pictures and told Shinozaki that the chocolates were alcoholic. Shinozaki thought that Keitei might kiss him too. Chihiro was peeking and he told him that there wasn't anything lusty. Now Keitei ran to Chihiro, but it was a tree, so Shinozaki corrected her, and she ran to Chihiro and Shinozaki thought lusty. But she bowed her head and thanked him for his support in work. Now she came to Shinozaki and he was nervous. She started crying and praising his hard work, and she held him too. Hayakawa was enjoying kakis and Chihiro was taking pictures. Now he went to take water for her. Chihiro asked Keitei what she thought about Shinozaki and she said she wasn't sure when it came to Shinozaki. He listened to this, but Hayakawa was angry with Chihiro. Now in the office, Keitei was excited about Christmas because it was December, and Chihiro was also excited. She started making funny faces and Shinatsuki saw her and she got embarrassed. Now they went to a meeting, which went pretty well, and after the meeting, they went together. Keitei was praising his hard work and suddenly they saw some loungewear. Shinozaki thought that she might look cute in the pink one and Keitei thought he would look handsome in the brown one. They both were feeling the same for each other and she got a little shy. Suddenly a reporter Hoshi and a cameraman Makoto came to them and asked for a couple interview, but they told them that they were not a couple. She got sad and started requesting to pretend for her sake, because she didn't get a couple for a long time. She was begging Shinozaki, and suddenly Keitase agreed because she was jealous. Now the interview started with Keitase. She was a little nervous because she hadn't had a boyfriend ever. When the questioning started, she answered all the questions pretty well, and Shinozaki thought that she was doing really well. Hoshi asked when they kissed. Keitase got shy and Hoshi asked to imagine and answer her. She replied in the kitchenette when they were alone, and Shinozaki got a hint for the next time, he thought. Now it was his turn, and he thought that he'd answer with confidence because he didn't want to waste her efforts. He started behaving possessed by other personalities, and being romantic, he started responding. She asked when they got alone for the first time. He said when she came to my home the second time, and she thought she had a hint for the next time. She was embarrassed and started thinking lusty, but she thought that he was answering for the sake of the good couple and thought to help him. Hoshi asked to kiss, and she held him but didn't kiss him. In the office, Hayakawa got their interview video, and they were embarrassed and angry with Hoshi because she told them she didn't have a lot of subscribers. But everyone got the video and started thinking naughty. The president of the office gave them a New Year party, and everyone really enjoyed it. After the party, Shinozaki and Keitase went, and they asked to accompany each other. Keitase thought that he would look handsome in Santa's costume, and he thought she would look pretty in Santa's costume. She asked to go to some beautiful places before going home, and he agreed. They started enjoying the night, and in front of a Christmas tree, she asked what he liked to get as a gift when he was a child. He told her that he liked to play video games, and when he asked, she told him that she loved the stuffed animals. Her hands were getting cold, and he thought to offer her to put them into his pockets, but she had gloves. She also offered him a pair that was small for his hands. When they looked around, it was filled with couples. She gave him his gift, which was the same loungewear they had seen before. He also has the same pink loungewear for her. They were happy and a little shy. They both were thinking if they could get a chance to see each other in the loungewear. Suddenly someone clicked their picture, and he was Chihiro and Heikowa. They started teasing them and forced them to change their contact with each other. Shinozaki and Keitase also forced them to change their contact details. It was a beautiful Christmas night. They enjoyed it. At home, Keitase wore that loungewear and thought it was a little small, but she was okay with that, and she got shy when she grabbed the teddy bear. Keitase was wearing the Santa costume and Shinozaki was wearing a reindeer costume. He was quite happy, and suddenly he woke up because it was his dream only. Now Chihiro and Hayakawa were selling the mangas they had written. Hayakawa thought about how he helped her. Before some days, she was a little demotivated, and Keitase and Shinozaki told her to ask for help from Chihiro because he was good at drawing. At night, Chihiro helped her draw and write the manga, and she was quite happy, but because it was 18+, she was a little embarrassed. Now in the present, she was again embarrassed, but Chihiro was quite happy. Suddenly her friend Hiromi came, and she thought that Chihiro was Hayakawa's boyfriend, but she made her confusion clear. At home, Keitase was sitting and thought to call Shinozaki. He was shocked and attended it. They started talking, and he told her that he was at his parents' house. She thanked him for his hard work, and she was a little shy. They both wished to be colleagues again in the next year and hung up. He was happy. Suddenly his elder sister Yutaka came and asked if he had a girlfriend. He tried to deny it, but she guessed that he had one. Shinozaki was standing, and he saw a cat. She was same like Keitase. He started patting her head, and she was very cute. He got lusty, and the cat tried to come very close, and he suddenly woke up. Chihiro texted that it was just a dream. Now Keitase was in a box, and Shinozaki came, and she started blushing. Her body was having an urge. She could not resist her body, and she started loving him. When he patted her head, she felt amazing because his hands were large. She was lusted and suddenly woke up because it was a dream, and Chihiro texted him the same message. Yutaka noticed Shinozaki's behavior, which was quite changed, and she thought that he definitely had a girlfriend. Now she asked him for a quiz. She asked which animal he'd choose. She gave him 3 options, and he chose the cat. She got a hint, and now she asked for 3 other options, and he chose all of them. She again got a hint. Now Shinozaki went out to meet with Keitase. She was wearing kimono, their traditional wear, and she was looking cute. Yutaka was peeking at them, and suddenly Chihiro and Hayakawa came. They were greeting. Suddenly Yutaka noticed that Keitase had all the specifications Shinozaki had chosen earlier. She caught her and started touching her hair. Shinozaki tried to stop her and told them that she was his elder sister. Keitase introduced herself and she again started hugging her, because she was really very cute. Yutaka asked Shinozaki if she could take Keitase home, but he said no, and Chihiro came to her and introduced himself. He told her that Keitase and Shinozaki looked great with each other, and if she agreed, then what about their marriage? Yutaka thought a little bit and came to the conclusion that she would be a great sister-in-law. She threw Keitase towards Shinozaki and told him to get married to her. He apologized to Keitase and said her sister liked the same things he liked. Keitase thought that he might hold her like Yutaka, and when she asked about it they got shy. Chihiro and Yutaka started fighting about the wedding speech, and Hayakawa was getting bored because of that. Chihiro came to her and asked if Yutaka ever did this with her. She said she wasn't small and cute. But he patted her head and said she was small and cute for himself. She got shy and blushed. Yutaka was still on the topic of the wedding. What will happen next in this story? Subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon.